It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta-have-it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. First down, New England.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's caught by Bourne. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback, and when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground and a short pickup past the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
May to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's May again. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Patriots out on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
To throw on 1st down is May. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's May. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st down.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Here comes 3rd and 6. May gonna look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it looks like he's gonna have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now a run on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's May. No chance at all. He'll go down. Byron Young that time, getting in there to bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw now, May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Gerard Mayo's made the decision, and he'll send out the field goal team. This, about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Patriots going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Patriots are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A short one taken at the 10, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A run up the middle with Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
Up the middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw on the move is caught.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Second and 7. Throwing now is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He'll get this out wide. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. That one good for 15 and a first down.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line. Sets up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Patriots move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. To throw, Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. Hurts working in the pistol. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Jabril Peppers in coverage, able to knock that one away.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
May to throw on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Cole Strange, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Back to the ground after the penalty. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. To return is Williams. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far this has been about as bad as it gets.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now a give up the middle, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground, and he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
To throw on 1st down is May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, New England.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. Pass completed to Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, May. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and the Pats are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now he'll run it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now Hurts on 4th down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, Man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a handoff, running right. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Pats' first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Here now, 3rd and 5. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.